What's going on, people? It's Bryce here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you ways to become a more consistent, profitable trader. So the first thing I like to do is I like to check for high impact news in the morning. Now the reason why I like to check for high impact news in the morning is because high impact news supplies volatility to the markets, and it's just good to know when the high impact news happen throughout the week. So it might be FOMC, it might be PMI, CPI, NFP, and all the high impact news events. The second thing I like to do is check for key levels. I like to check when the market is consolidating. I like to check when the market is trending, and this will help me to form a directional bias for the day. The third thing that I will do is check my previous trades that I journaled throughout the week, the previous week. And the reason why I do this is because I want to see what went well and what I didn't do well throughout that week, and how I can improve that going into the new week. What I also like to do during a trade is I like to journal throughout the trade. I like to journal what I'm thinking before the trade, during the trade, and after the trade. Okay, so here's a trade that I took recently. I wanted to show you guys this trade because it's a very good example of how you can journal in your own trades. What I like to do is journal before the trade, during the trade, and after the trade. So as you can see, before the trade, I said, I'm very confident about this trade, waited till 3 PM to decide to take trades, which was a good decision. That's when I got a 15-minute fair value gap. Confident about this trade, waited till 3 PM to decide to take trades, which was a good decision because that's when I got a 15-minute fair value gap. Internal liquidity was taken and price was going bearish after news released, which led to the decision of shorting NAS. During the trade, walked away from the chart because once I saw price hit 1%, I moved my stop to break even. This was a good decision because it gave me peace of mind, knowing that if it reversed, I wouldn't lose anything on the trade. At one point, price was hovering around my SL, my stop loss, but I fully accepted that it could stop me out, which helped because I was able to stick through the trade. Price was quickly moving bearish and looked good on all time frames, which gave me more confidence to walk away. This is good because I can always go back to this trade and see what actually worked best for me. And then after the trade, I said I made a 3R return, which is part of the plan to only aim for 2 to 3R. I now have full confidence in this type of setup as it has a high win rate. So after the trade, I said made a 3R return, which is part of the plan to only aim for 2 to 3R per trade. I now have full confidence in this type of setup as it has a high win rate. I've won around 7 times with this exact same setup, only lost once with this setup. So now I know this is the best way for me to trade at the moment. I'm going to continue trading the setup because of the high win rate. And this is exactly why journaling is so important, because when you write notes like this and you also have screenshots to show what trades worked well with multiple time frames showing exactly what worked, you start to notice patterns in your trading. You also figure out what you do well in your trading and what you don't do well. This is the exact reason why it's so important to journal. This has helped me a lot during my trading. A lot of the times when traders are trading on the charts, they will have a flood of different thoughts going on throughout their head, and you want your mind to be clear on the charts. So what helped me is to journal throughout the trade. That way I would know if I'm following my plan correctly. So for example, you might miss out a setup, you're feeling FOMO, so now you're entering late on a move. Then that move reverses on you and stops you out. And when you journal mistakes like that, that's going to help you in the next trade. So the next trade, you might see the setup, and let's say you do miss the setup, you might be more patient this time and actually wait for another setup to happen. This way, you now know that you've improved from the previous trade, which is why I like to journal during a trade. Another thing I like to do as a lifestyle choice to help me in my trading is to work out before a trade. The reason why I do this is because working out helps to have a clear mind. Working out is not only for your body. When you build your body, you build your mind. I treat trading like a sport. Not only does it help with your mindset, it helps with your discipline and it helps with your routine. Hopefully you guys learned something new from this, and if you did, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll be out with more videos like this one. It's Bryce and I'm out.